Hey guys, welcome to WhatCulture. Like John mentioned in a previous video, my name is Spencer, and I am another member of the WhatCulture family. Now before we get into this video, let me explain a little bit about myself. I am 20 years old. I will not only just be reviewing pro wrestling on this channel, whether it be the WWE, Ring of Honor, Impact, Progress, any independent promotions fair game with me. I will also be covering a lot of other sports, hence why ESPN's actually on in the background. I will be covering football, whether that be college, NFL, maybe in some cases my local high schools here in West Virginia. I'll be covering basketball, whether that be college and NBA. I'll be covering baseball, since we are at the start of baseball season, and we'll also be covering hockey, whether that be the current Stanley Cup playoffs or off-season stuff, and season on down the line, we'll get that covered. But today, we're going to do another part of the rebooking wars. We're going to be talking about the WWE version of ECW. Although, not exactly this version. That's for a different time down the road, of course. But John did a whole thing where he just basically relaunched WCW in 2006. Got to December to Dismember. For me in this video, I'm just going to focus on December to Dismember 2006. Just that pay-per-view alone. And what many have called it, the worst pay-per-view of that year. I looked through the match card, and I didn't include a dark match, even though the dark match on that card was Stevie Richards and Rene Dupree, with Stevie Richards going over. But I looked through the matches, and the only one that really had a gimmick was the main event, the Extreme Elimination Chamber match for the ECW World Title. That one will remain the same. It'll still be an Extreme Elimination Chamber. I did completely rebook how that match went, though, and I completely rebooked how the other matches went to actually give it an ECW feel. I added some ECW style gimmicks. So we're actually going to start with the first match, which is the tag team tables match between the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, versus Eminem, Nitro, Mercury with Melina. This would go on for about, I would probably give them about 14 or 15 minutes to shine out there. I mean, it is a tables match, but in the end, the Hardy Boys would still get the victory over Eminem. Also, I do apologize in advance if this video is pretty short. I can understand if you guys completely don't like my version and completely vote for John's. I promise things will get better in the future. This was just spur of the moment kind of thing. The next match was Striker's Rules match between Balls Mahoney and Matt Striker. Now, for those who are completely unfamiliar with the concept of that match or completely forgot what that match was about, Striker's Rules meant that Balls Mahoney could not do eye gouging, hair pulling, top rope attacks, or use foul language. So I kept that match the same, except I added a stipulation. If Balls Mahoney won the match, he got 2 minutes in the ring to be as extreme as possible to Matt Striker. With this being pretty much one of those matches where it's kind of a throwaway match, I would give him about 5 minutes. Balls Mahoney would get the victory, and then he would get the 2 minutes to just completely unleash himself in a way on Matt Striker. The next match I booked was another tag team match, but it was, excuse me again, but it was a First Blood tag match between the team of Elijah Burke and Sylvester Terkay and the Full-Blooded Italians, which was Little Guido or Nunzio and Tommy Mamaluke with Trinity in their corner. I would give this match maybe a solid 10 minutes to go back and forth between them, with Elijah Burke and Sylvester Terkay getting the victory after Little Guido or Nunzio gets busted open by both Burke and Terkay. The next match would be an Extreme Rules match between Daivari with the Great Khali in his corner and Tommy Dreamer, the ECW original. Based on this match alone and the fact that Khali was in the corner where he could also get involved in a way, I would also give this match about 10 minutes to play out, and I would actually give the victory to Tommy Dreamer to send all the ECW faithful home happy, at least if they're not going to be happy with the main event later on. The next match would be just a regular intergender tag match, but I did switch up the participant. I only switched up one participant in the match. It would be Kevin Thorne and Ariel versus Mike Knox and Jazz instead of Kelly Kelly as it was booked back in 2006. However, the result would still be the same after about 12 minutes. I would actually give this one about 12 minutes. Thorne and Ariel would pick up the victory. Now we get to the main event. The Extreme Elimination Chamber match for the ECW World title between CM Punk, Hardcore Holly, Rob Van Dam, Test, Big Show, and Bobby Lashley. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. I'm not going to get to the winner just yet. What I am going to do is go through the entries and then go through the eliminations to then reveal the winner and ECW champion. RVD and Big Show would be the two to start this out. Both entering with no weapons. Just playing wrestling. Although, with Big Show, he may be a little bigger, but I think maybe at this point he could at least try to pull out some good moves against Van Dam. Entering third would be CM Punk, bringing with him a steel chair. After maybe about 5 minutes with Punk in there, he would get the edge on Rob Van Dam via pinfall, and Rob Van Dam would be eliminated first. Coming in at fourth would be Hardcore Holly. He would enter with a kendo stick. Then, at number 5, would be Bobby Lashley coming in with brass knuckles. And then, at number 6, we would get Tess coming in with a crowbar. So yeah, we're actually going to have 5 guys in there all at once. How extreme is that? What, not extreme? Oh well, we'll keep going. Anyways, after about 2 minutes after Test enters, Big Show would get an upper hand on not Bob Holly, Hardcore Holly. They're probably the same person, but comment if I'm wrong. But Hardcore Holly would be eliminated by Big Show via pinfall. Maybe about 4 or 5 minutes after that elimination, Test would meet his end by Bobby Lashley via submission. Afterwards, we would have the final 3. Bobby Lashley, Big Show, and CM Punk. Yeah, that's right, folks. In this one, Bobby Lashley's not walking out with the ECW World title. Who is? Stay tuned to find out. Actually, that may have just given away elimination number 4. Bobby Lashley being eliminated by the Big Show via pinfall. So now we're down to our final 2. Big Show and CM Punk. We all know it, sometime down the line, Big Show would win the ECW World title. But who really never got the chance to shine with it? That's right. At the very end, with all the weapons still actually available in this match, CM Punk would pick up the brass knuckles, deliver a sucker punch to the Big Show, take the crowbar and hit his back, take the kendo stick, also hit his back, and then take the steel chair, and maybe if it's still legal, give it a headshot. And then against all odds, Punk lifts up Big Show for a GTS. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk walks out of December to Dismember as ECW World Champion. And that, my friends, and people around the world, is how I would have booked ECW December to Dismember 2006. At some time down the line, we'll be continuing this, continuing the rebooking war. I will strike first against John Reed with a topic I have yet to announce to him and to you all. You will find out soon. Peace out, guys. Peace and love. God bless. Have a wonderful day or night's sleep, depending on what time it is. It's nighttime here when I'm recording it.